your shortcut to getting genuinely well-informed. Today, we're doing something a little different, digging into a really profound and honestly very personal source.
Yeah, this isn't our usual kind of material at all.
Exactly. It's an elegy. It's called A Son's Elegy, Mother's Wisdom and Divine Life. And we're looking specifically at parts of a speech given by Hanshi Naidu at his mother's funeral.
So it's drawing directly from her teachings, her wisdom, as remembered by her son.
Precisely. And it's not just, a tribute. It feels like a real distillation of insights about life, about purpose, our nature. So our mission, really, for this deep dive is to unpack this elegy. We want to pull out the core ideas, the practical wisdom that might help us understand, purpose, connection. What a meaningful life actually looks like according to these teachings.
It sounds like it could offer some quite surprising perspectives.
I think so. Definitely prepare for some deep reflection. So let's start where the elegy itself starts, which is with this really quite extraordinary story around his mother's passing.
Right, the premonitions and timings.
Yeah, Hanshi mentions his father, who had actually died 10 years earlier, appeared in a dream the year before his mother passed.
Okay.
And told him, go and see your mother for the last time.
Wow.
And then when he did go, his mother apparently said to him, I hope Papa can drop a ladder so I can climb up to him.
That's incredibly poignant and specific.
It is. And then just 2.5 weeks before she passed, Hanshi says his father sent another message.
Another message?
Yeah, saying, we are preparing for Amma arrival. We are planning her departure from Earth to us. We all will be waiting her arrival.
Amma being his mother.
His mother, yes. And the timing element, too. She passed away at 3:45 a.m. Hanshi himself was born at 3:14 a.m.
Huh. That proximity in time is striking.
It really is. It sets this immediate tone of, deep spiritual connection, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. I mean, these details, the premonitions, the timings, they frame her passing not just as an ending, but as a sort of planned transition.
Planned, yeah, like a coordinated event almost.
Exactly. It suggests a connection that persists, beyond physical life, hinting at this broader understanding of existence, maybe even a cyclical nature with those birth and death times.
It moves beyond that personal opening, though, to describe the mother herself, Amma, as he calls her. He says she was a lady who lived by loving and serving, and importantly, she did her best to live her life like she would want us to live.
So her life itself was the example.
It seems so. And her daughter highlighted a key teaching. Mata Gordevum, mother is God and first teacher.
Mother is God and first teacher. That's a powerful statement. It's not just about respect, is it?
No, it feels deeper.
It points to the immense impact of that lived example. Her actions, her way of being, essentially became the first and maybe the most fundamental curriculum for her children.
A living lesson.
Yeah. For her, this loving and serving wasn't just an abstract ideal. It was the blueprint she actually lived out day by day. She embodied the wisdom.
Okay, then there's this really pivotal moment Hanshi describes. He says he received a message from his mother after her passing while he was on the plane.
After her passing, okay.
Yes, and the message was clear. Spend time, my son, to think and reflect on the purpose of life.
A direct instruction.
And a caution, too. She said, we so often get caught up in the quagmire of the illusion of what life is really about.
The quagmire of illusion. That's evocative language.
It is. And she points to the source of real happiness. Kind acts of both giving and then by receiving, that reciprocal nature.
Right.
So let's unpack that a bit. What do you think she means by this quagmire of illusion? And why is reflecting on purpose the way out?
Well, I think the quagmire probably refers to all those things that pull us away from what's authentic. Chasing status, material things, getting lost in temporary dramas, the distractions.
The stuff that feels important but maybe isn't deep down.
Exactly. And her point seems to be that purpose isn't just some philosophical navel-gazing. It's your compass.
Right.
When you reflect on it, you gain clarity. It helps you cut through those illusions and see what actually brings lasting happiness, which, she says, is rooted in kindness that give and take.
Okay, and this leads into maybe the most fascinating part, for me at least, her breakdown of human nature.
Yes, the different layers.
Yeah, she explains why we struggle with kindness sometimes. She says the lower side of our humanism, we close into something not really us called animalism, and we act with selfishness.
Not really us. That's a key phrase there.
It really is, but then she immediately contrasts it. To be kind is the higher side of humanism called cosmic consciousness, and we all have this inherent quality. inherited.
So kindness isn't something we have to learn so much as uncover. It's already there.
That seems to be the implication.
Yeah.
A quality found in sharing, giving, and leading by example. But then she goes even further.
Beyond humanism itself.
Right. She talks about two very powerful attributes, the divine and the demonic.
Okay.
The divine has the highest vibration and shines with the greatest radiance. Pretty clear. The demonic, though, she describes as love deprivation that grows into fear from a negative vibration. And it manifests through hate, anger, lust, and greed. And again, she says these are demonic qualities that are not us.
Not us. There it is again. That's a really crucial distinction she's making. These negative things aren't our core identity.
No. And she warns that these extremes, the divine and the demonic, can overtake and control our humanistic nature.
So it's not just good versus bad actions. It's like these distinct vibrational states or layers of being. And some of them are fundamentally alien to our true selves.
Exactly, which raises a big question, doesn't it?
Definitely. If those negative qualities, that demonic aspect, are not us, what does that actually mean for us, for our potential?
Yeah, does it mean we can just choose differently?
Well, it strongly implies that. It's just they're adopted states, lower frequencies we can consciously disengage from. It reframes the whole idea of self-improvement, maybe. Less about fixing flaws, more about shedding what isn't ours to begin with.
Shedding what doesn't belong.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's about choosing to align with what she calls cosmic consciousness and ultimately the divine essence.
And that leads directly to her sort of core redefinition of who we are.
The big one.
Yeah. She says, this is who we really are, divine beings on a human journey. And she specifically says this is not human beings on a spiritual journey.
That inversion is. It's really quite radical, isn't it?
It feels huge.
Instead of seeing ourselves as flawed humans striving towards spirituality or divinity, it starts from the premise that divinity is our inherent nature. The human part is the journey, the experience.
Right. And how do we manifest that divinity? She says through deep and sincere love, a love so powerful it changes hearts, actions, and thoughts.
So love isn't just an emotion here. It's presented as the active mechanism, the force that unlocks or activates that innate divinity within us.
Powerful enough to reshape everything internally and maybe externally too.
It seems so.
And she even shared her own method for staying connected to that divine core, her personal practice.
Oh, interesting. What was it?
She said, I often question when I am about to do something, what is in me that is driving this? Like a constant check-in.
Okay.
Is this my true nature of the divine or my adopted nature of negativity? And then she adds, so clearly I think thought behind the action makes the action what is should be.
That's a profound level of self-awareness,
Yeah.
constantly discerning the source of the impulse before acting.
Yeah. And through that kind of deep inquiry, she came to see life as far greater than one of temporary desires of selfishness and greater than immediate needs of greed.
Cutting through that quagmire again.
Exactly. It's a path of self-discovery. She
Yeah.
poses the questions, who am I? Am I this body? No. Am I this mind? No. Am I my emotions? No.
The classic process of negation, neti-neti.
Right. Until she reaches the conclusion, as I think deeply, I say, I am divine.
That sounds less like an intellectual exercise and more like a deep felt realization,
Yes.
a recognition.
Yes, and once you land there, I am divine, then these guiding principles she mentioned just flow naturally from that identity.
The path, the journey.
Right. My path is love. My journey is truth. My actions must be done with right conduct. My thoughts that generate this must be for peace. Hanshi even mentioned how much she valued peace in family disagreements.
So it translates directly into practical living.
Completely. She adds, all what I do must be for nonviolence. Living divinely means acting cosmically through caring